starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At small forward, Santi Aldama. At center, Brandon Clark. At shooting guard, Desmond Bain. At the other forward position, Jaren Jackson Jr. At the other guard position, Ja Morant. Introducing the starting five for your Philadelphia 76ers. Starting at the point, 6 foot, number 7, Kyle Lowry. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 14, Ricky Caruso. The other forward, at 6'8", number 28, starting at the guard position, 6'4", number 5, Quentin High. At center, 7 foot, number 21, Joel Embiid.
It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And a good portion of the starting lineup is out for this team. A lot of fill-ins tonight. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bain out on the wing. Clark is out there with Jackson. And it's Aldama in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, they've got Lowry. Abusele out there with Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters.
Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Here's Lowry. Ja Morant with the rebound. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Bucks.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
Here's Lowry. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, but man, he can slip inside and score with the best of them.
And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Out to the right wing. Here's Grimes, guarded by Bain.
Desmond Bain.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
No good on that one. That's off as well, so he misses both. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
A great look provided by Embiid. The big man just dropping dimes.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Here's Aldama. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Lowry, good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Morant against Lowry. It's stolen by Lowry. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys.
2 minutes remaining in the
Well, you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Pippin's checked in. 1:57 left in the first. Memphis moving it around. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Edie's checked in for Memphis.
Give it up here,
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The 76ers #1, the Grizzlies 4th.
Both really good defensively last season, and that showed up in those steals numbers.
1:51 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Lowry. Nails the baby hook. Lowry's got 8 points. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
The Grizzlies shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he can't get the first one. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
And the second free throw, good. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And Morant throws it down.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
Here's Hood-Schifino. It's rebounded by Memphis. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The 76ers trail by 3. Pippen with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And Morant throws it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Schifino. The shot from the low post is good. So it's the Grizzlies now, and this is the first season matchup for them against the 76ers team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
That free throw missing.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Clark, and Wells is subbed in for Bain. Good on the second free throw.
You know Ja Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Edwards looking it over. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The three from Morant. Drills it from outside.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Simmons and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
So on the floor for Memphis, Wells is out there with Jackson. Then there's Edey. Then it's Pippen, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. And Philadelphia making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Here's Pippen. Goes up off the inbound. He lays it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The 76ers trail by 3. Stolen by Jackson. Oubre against Kennard. And it's good for 2.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Gordon with it. Now guarded by Wells. And the basket by Gordon. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Richard, close to a decade ago, Eric Gordon won the 6th Man of the Year award, and he is still a force off the bench.
Gordon is still a factor from outside. Not as much burst as he had before, but you got to respect his drive. His game has aged very well.
Oubre, good.
Crafty and cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Philadelphia foul. Council.
George is checked in for the 76ers. Walker comes in for Gordon. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And it's Bain in for Kennard. Second quarter of action, about 1.5 minutes played.
Explosion to the rim. Bain not backing down.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Get ready, everyone.
And the 76ers making a change here.
And you show us your best moves. Let's go. Let's hear it for all the dancers. Substitution for your 76ers. Puchafino. Jeff Doughton.
And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by. With the teardrop, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pippen kicks to Bain. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Putting the pedal to the metal, Bain rushes in to find a bucket.
Here's Doughton, guarded by Bain. Doughton, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pippen with it. Picked up by Edwards. Pippen, no luck. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooter. Doughton with the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Jeff Doughton.
Morant. He's checked in for Pippen.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies. Number 12. John Morant.
Morant outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Edwards. Here's Oubre. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Edey. Driving to the basket.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The 76ers trail. .152 left in the first half. Doughton. Morant with some nice D.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
Here's Doughton, guarded by Morant. Out to the right wing. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Grizzlies ball.
With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. The Grizzlies 4th.
It was an intimidating brand of defense they played. They sent the message that if you were going to get your points in the paint, you were going to have to work for them.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Memphis also making a switch. Wells, he's checked in for Jackson. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Here's Wells. Oh, good with the triple. The 76ers trail by 3. With the league 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
And it's Morant missing. 76ers have gone 7-9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. It's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Here's Lowry. Tries again. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Bain, no good. The 76ers lead. Here's Grimes. Sinks that one from the post. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Morant with it. He's got 18. Driving in, and Morant throws it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. 76ers ahead, up 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot. Run! They're thinking about the shot. Nice try. So good. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's head, and it's really, that wax he put on his head, oh my God, it's just glaring in my eyes.
Well, it deflects away the haters like you, Kenny. Glad to know it's working.
You have any extra, biggin?
You don't need it, Ernie. You always shine.
All right, getting to that first half. What a performance we saw from Kyle Lowry.
And what he did to those defenders, you know they're in the locker room right now discussing ways to keep the ball out of his hands.
That may be the only way to stop him because even against doubles, he's been accurate. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 1. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. We've got Yabusele. He's out there with Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Poke loose. And now Philadelphia on the break. All alone. And it's good on the way in. Grimes has got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia. Grimes has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Outside, Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Assist from
Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Philadelphia leading by 3. Pass to Council. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Council shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Bain for 3. Sinks the triple. Bain's got 9 points.
Off the catch, Bain has that repeatable shot motion. It's just so consistent.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, everybody, now coming on the court.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. Last year, getting it done. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
He gives them a jolt of energy down low every time he comes into the game. That's something any coach loves to have.
Here's Lowry. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the 76ers.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Grimes. It's good. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And it's Morant missing. 76ers have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Grimes with the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Bain. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Lobbed up there for Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Council. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Council's got 4 points this quarter.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Morant.
Oh, wow. Yes! And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Lowry. 12 points for him. Takes a shot at the elbow. Second shot opportunity. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in
and points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Morant, and he lays it straight in. Morant's got 24 points.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Here's Lowry. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Outside Jackson. Inside Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
The assist goes
The
to
team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edie's checked in for Clark. Wells comes in for Santi Aldama. And Pippen subbed in for Bain. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Butler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Butler's got his 2nd basket of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And there's the call on Jared Butler. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pippen with a wide-open look. No good on the quick 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Edwards inside. Outside Butler. Shoots over Pippen. Here's Drummond. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the 2nd effort.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that 2nd chance bucket.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Here's Butler. Banked in off the glass. Butler's got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Drummond, and he battles for the ball and gets the 2nd chance bucket. Drummond's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing 2nd chance points.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th, we've got Desmond Bain. Wells is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Edie, and it's Pippen in at the 1. The 76ers leading by 12. And there's Edwards on the assist by Oubre. Edwards got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the 76ers. The Grizzlies shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Here's Pippen. Pass to Aldama. There's the triple. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Walker's checked in for the 76ers.
76ers, number 16, Lonnie Walker the 4th.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And that one's good by Pippen.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Walker in the post, defended by Pippen.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. To the middle. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Basket good.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Jackson comes in for Wells. And it's Morant in for Pippen.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Here's Lowry, and he banks in the layup. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Second team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
At the offensive end, Bane has put in the work, and he is a true force.
The Grizzlies trail by 13.
76ers foul. Quentin Grimes. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Morant with a wide open look. And the three off target.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Grimes with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Hits it from three-point range.
With the defense geared to challenge Morant at the cup, that little stop and pop is deadly.
Here's Yabusele. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Bane with it. Lowry picks him up. Now here's Morant for three.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Yabusele somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Okay, that's a tough bucket. D on him as tight as possible, but you're not going to stop this guy from getting to the rim.
And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
You got to give it up for Lowry's toughness. He's got that scorer's mentality. Some contact won't stop him from converting.
And that one, good.
A quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Here's Lowry. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Philadelphia.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyle Lowry.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
That's good from Morant. Both free throws, good from Morant. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Yabusele, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the 76ers lead by 12. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And then Morant slams it in. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. And the basket by Lowry.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And Embiid throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And he didn't get quite enough under that one. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, you get this win as you go out on the road. What changes when you go out on the road?
We just got to take on the road and do everything we're supposed to do. We do at home and take on the road. We got a tough team coming up. Well-coached, play hard team, and we got to go out there and try to get that win.
We'll see if you can keep this thing going. Thanks very much, Kyle. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Kyle Lowry.